What is cracking, everybody? It's MegapiemanPHD here, and welcome to the first episode of Free the Game, show dedicated to showing you guys free games, free mods, and free-to-play games that you may be interested in, and then I will put a link to those in the description, and you can go check them out for yourself. For the first episode here, we have our first game, which is called And Then There Were None. This game was developed by synthe.sis, and I believe was originally Russian. Now, you do have the translations here. You have a German translation, that is for Dutch, and you have an English translation for anybody who speaks English. I, of course, speak English, so I'll be doing the English translation. I can only guess that the second one is Russian. I don't speak Russian, therefore I will not be clicking that one. So let's get started up here with English. Difficulty. There are multiple difficulties here. I haven't really seen a big difference in any of them from what I've played this game, just testing it out, making sure that it works. And so far this game has been pretty cool. It's got a nice atmosphere. It's a very, very atmospheric platforming game. Got a little bit of puzzle elements to it, but for options, you don't really have many. Actually, you only have one. You can put it in full screen or not. There you go. There's your options. It is a 2D platformer game, so what can you expect from that? This game was created using the Game Maker program that I believe is free, so if you're interested in that, you can go and download that program and try to make games for yourself. Maybe make a game like this, if you're interested in games like And Then There Were None. In the README file, it told me a little bit about the story. Basically, you're a guy all alone who hears a voice on the radio, and that is all I know for right now. So let's get started up here. We're going to click on the normal difficulty, and we're going to see how this goes. Now, you do have 4 checkpoints in this game, and by getting those checkpoints, you can then, when you die, you can come back and pick out any of those checkpoints to start off at. You don't automatically go to those checkpoints, you have to actually decide which one you want to go to, and some of the checkpoints can be a little bit unforgiving. It's basically start of a chapter kind of checkpoints. And if you close the game or by either hitting escape and then yes, or closing by pressing X or however you want to close the game, you lose all of the checkpoints that you have gained up until then. So you can, I guess you consider it kind of a roguelike game because you lose all your checkpoints if you close the game, but then it's kind of not because it has checkpoints to begin with. But let's get started up here in Chapter 1, The Silence. And then there were none. Developer synthe.sis. Translator Robert Menus in Zilton. If you say that, Zilton. Something that's really cool about this game is these signs. Now, normally in games, you would have like signs or some sort of options to tell you the keys of the game. This game actually has the signs, but you can't do anything besides what the signs tell you to do. See, right now, I can't actually walk around. If you hear me typing on my keyboard, I can't walk around. I can't do anything until I press Enter. And then we get ourselves a little bit of an intro walk-in. Testers, synthe.sis, Death Soul, Sarf, Yeo, and Master Few. Chapter 1, Silence. Go ahead. Now that we have the another sign showing up here, we can now go to the right using the right arrow key or using D, whichever one you prefer. But you can't do anything else. You can't go to the left, you can't jump, you can't even use Enter anymore. You can only go to the right. I think this is a really cool way, interesting way to actually integrate a tutorial into your game by making it that you can't actually do anything else besides what you're specifically told to do. Just go ahead. Fall off the cliff here, you'll notice, no fall damage. Gotta love those 2D platformers. There's no way. Turn back. Now that this other sign is showing up, we can also go to the left. Still can't jump or use Enter to do anything, but you can go to the left now. I really like that idea for tutorial. Now, as you can see, this game is extremely atmospheric. It's got the white noise or snow on the top and bottom. It's got what looks like snow particles going across the screen. The game is pretty much completely white with this bluish-green outline for certain items. And it can be a little bit annoying with this, trying to figure out what's ground and what isn't, considering some of the ground doesn't actually have a line to tell you that the ground is there. But for the most part, it does a good job telling you what is what. You also have those things that I guess they're like stalagmites or stalactites, whichever one falls down, or maybe icicles. I'm not sure what they are. All I know is that they will harm you if you try to touch them. Only a cold death. Now, playing on normal, we get 3 hearts. I think this is a checkpoint, but I'm not sure. We get 3 hearts to start with, so that's kind of interesting. I can only guess the difference in the different difficulties is, like, hardcore, you'd have 1 heart. Like, that's I don't know if there'll be more traps or anything else like that. W to jump. Now that it tells us that W jumps, we can now use W to jump. Beforehand, we couldn't use W to jump, but now we can. The fear rushes you. Those are also health pickups. We'll ignore those for now because we don't need them. Chapter 2, and the voice was heard. Sharp death. Fast death. Don't fall in the pits, pretty much. Now we have these these pulsations coming on the screen that we have to go to. Just the little attention to details with the things saying you're close and the pulsations of radio waves. Just the little things like that make this game really, really cool. Hughes! Hughes, do you hear me? Apparently the guy we're playing as, his name's Hughes. Thanks God you're alive, Hughes! A maniac roaming around here, but it doesn't matter. They're almost everywhere. We must run and hide. Find equipment. A rope to carry me. Boots to jump on the ledge. Don't go beyond the signal's reach. They will detect us. That kind of adds in look for equipment. That adds in an interesting part to this part of the game. As you see at the top of the screen, you have your signal strength. Right now it's at 97%. The closer you are to the radio, the more you get. Right now, if we're in front of the radio, we get 100%. Farther away, the less the signal power is. And if the signal power reaches 0, you actually die. So it's kind of an interesting idea. It lets you know that what you're looking for is definitely going to be in this area. But it's kind of cool, and the farther you get away, the more staticky and snowy your screen actually becomes. So it's just another really good idea. Oh, spikes. Another really cool addition. Now, those spikes apparently did 2 things of damage, so I could use some health. Thank you. Health only replenishes 1. It's over here. It looks like it's something, but I can't go up there. Crap. The boots, I believe, you jump higher, so apparently I need to find those first, and then we need to grab that, whatever it is. I'm going to guess it's a rope. Now we're down to about less than 20 signal power. You can definitely see that things are getting a lot snowier, a lot staticier. It's a really cool idea in addition. Got ourselves some boots, but I don't think we can go back up that hole we fell down, so I gotta go this way. Take ourselves to like 8 signal strength to try to get out of here. They see you. Now, constantly while you're going away from the radio will actually tell you that you're going away from it, that you need to stay near it, and how far away you are. And if you go way too far away, you will die. So it's really cool how it's like, you're this close to the radio, the pulsations and the static definitely lets you know how close to and how far away you are from it. Let's pick up what is over here. Ah, looks like some rope. Alright, we have rope, we have boots, now all we gotta do is get back to the radio. They are close. I don't like what I'm hearing. Oh, it's a dude! It's a guy! Run! Run, Hughes! Run! No, don't get hit by the weird-looking dude. I don't know what he is. I don't know what he's supposed to be. All I know is that he probably is evil. Run to me! They found you! I'm gonna guess that takes it. They're evil. Run! To the safety of the radio! Why the radio is safety? I have no idea. Yay! Now that we have the rope, we were able to pick the radio up. Finally, we rejoined. Go ahead. And because we picked the radio up, we now no longer have to worry about the signal strength, because the radio is automatically on us, and everything's all bright and shiny now, and that guy disappeared. But now we get a new interesting thing added in. We have the control. Now we can activate the radio fares, and move across the radio airwaves. This is really freaking cool. If you look at this, you'll see there's a moment that when it first activates, there's a box around it. During that time, we can stand on it. When the box disappears, we can't stand on it. By pressing Control, we can actually activate that, and by holding Control down, we can constantly send out radio waves. Now this is kind of tricky, because you actually have to do it like as soon as you make it appear. So, that hurts. I forgot to tell him to jump. You have to do it as soon as you send out the radio wave, because if you don't, then the box you can stand on will actually disappear. So, it's kind of annoying and kind of cool. I also like how they have this one here that automatically works to give you an idea of what you're going for, and then they have this one right here that you can practice on. Before you have to go out to this one and move on with actual hazard! Oh goody. Dead! And then there were none. Only the white silence and a torn body. So we ended up dying. Because we died, we get to pick our difficulty. I'm still going to go with normal. And we get to pick which checkpoint we want to reach. Now, we only made it to the second chapter, so we are going to have to recollect the boots and rope again. A little bit annoying, but not too difficult. And this is about as much as I played when I was testing the game out to make sure that it was working. So I'm actually kind of interested in what goes farther on in the game. So I want to try to get farther. Whether I can actually get that far or not, whether I possess the platforming skills to do that, we'll have to wait and see. But we need to go get ourselves our long fall boots, or our super jump boots, and then we need to get ourselves some rope. Darn it. It's kind of annoying that you have to actually get the boots first, because we can't get the rope due to the fact that we can't jump high enough. Considering the rope is actually first when you're going for this stuff. I would like to have been able to get the rope first, but the game said no. It's also very good how the spikes stand out against all the other background, because sometimes it's very difficult to tell what's ground and what's not. Like, I can't tell what's the bottom of this block above me, but I can tell what the top of the block is. So it's really cool how they have the spikes specifically set up to always be noticeable. It's not trying to be cheap, it's just trying to be challenging. Plus the music. The music in this game is fantastic. This is the kind of game that I could definitely see on the Steam Greenlight, if it is not already. I'm not sure if it already is or not, but it's the kind of game that I could definitely see deserving of being on, like, the Steam Greenlight program. Now, I don't know how... Oh, crap, we got that guy again. I don't know how long this game is, but all I know is how far I got the first... Ah! No! And then there were none. Only the white silence and a ghostly fear. Darn it. I don't know how long this game is, because it's only got those 4 checkpoints at the moment, but it seems to be pretty decent length so far, especially with the difficulty. Difficulty definitely making it a little bit longer than it probably would be if I hadn't died twice already. Let's give this a shot once again. Let's try to do this and try to get a little bit farther, and if I end up dying, that might be it for this first episode of Free the Game. Now, what I plan to do with Free the Game is, if a game is short and interesting, I'm going to try to play through the whole thing, and if it's long and or uninteresting, I'm not going to play through the whole thing. That's my idea for it so far. This game is kind of short, it's very interesting, but it's also got a high level of difficulty when you get to certain areas, making it not necessarily the shortest game. So I may not play through the entirety of this one, but other games, depending on how long they are, I might play through the entirety of them. I might make multiple parts or multiple videos of playing through that game, depending upon what it is and how interesting and or good it is, or how long it is, actually. I might make an extended video, like maybe a 20-minute video, depending upon the game, or I might make a part 1, a part 2, maybe a part 3, depending on how long the game is. Now, that's what I plan to do for these free games slash free mods. We have this jerk showing up. For multiplayer, free-to-play games, my plan is maybe do a match or 2 to show off the basics of the game, how you play it, what you need to do, and then that's going to be pretty much it, and leave everything else to your own discretion for when you pick the game up yourself and play it. I've got a couple of games in line already that I want to do, this being the first one, just because I thought it'd be a nice, simple way to start things off. Now we're finally back at our radio. Let's grab this guy, and we will try this again, hopefully successfully this time. Is there a reason why my boots won't let me jump? Come on, boots! There we go. Alright, now I gotta use the control. Okay, we gotta be speedy about this. I think I need to wait till I'm in the air before I do that. Alright, go away. Come on! No! I waited too long! Ow. Ow! Alright, get another shot. We get one more shot. This one jump! Oh, this one jump will be the loss of my sanity. Alright, here we go again. Come on. There we go. Alright, that's cool. I do love this little idea here, and I like how they don't automatically give it to you. Hughes, be careful! Spikes! Alright. Apparently there are spikes. Oh, there's the spikes. There are also spikes. Right there. Alright. Well, got a little bit farther. I'll give it one last chance. I'm going to put it on easy just because I want to get a little bit farther in the game. One last shot, and then that is going to be it. Yep, you get more health. That's what I thought it was going to be. I doubt the gameplay has actually changed. It's probably just the amount of health that you get. So I have, let's see, we have 5 hearts now on easy. We had 3 hearts on, oh, I guess that heart might have been a full health. So putting it on easy, you get full health pickups as well. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. It's definitely going to be helpful. They don't really change the way you... I still fall right into that spike every single time. They don't really change the way that you play it, but they change the way that you survive in the game. So that's a really cool, interesting. That's a way they can definitely practice for the higher difficulties. And that's exactly what you need to do if you're going to have multiple difficulties. You need to have ways that you can do the same thing, not be given a freebie, but the abilities to practice the game. And then when you want to play it on a higher difficulty, you can then play it on the higher difficulty. The thing that I don't like about this game right now is that you can pick up health when you have full health. Like right there, I picked up that extra health upgrade. See, that would add another, fill up another one of my heart containers. But since any of my heart containers were full, it didn't. But I picked it up anyway, even though I had full health. So that's a little bit annoying. Kind of wish it didn't do that, but there's nothing you can do about that. I also like the contrast between the guy who's chasing you and yourself. You are white with the bluish-green background, and he is like completely bluish-green with maybe a bit of a white background. So it's definitely contrast. You can definitely tell, oh, he's supposed to be a bad guy. It's a pretty cool idea. Pretty cool idea. This whole game is a pretty cool idea. All right. Now we got a radio. We're going to try back over here again. We'll see if we can be successful this time. Come on. Darn it! I have more health now. I can do this! Believe! Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to believe in me. I need to feel that you believe in me. I need to know it. Okay. We can do this. Come on! Come on! Ooh, I thought I'd fallen through there, so I stood there for a little bit. Alright, so there's spikes on the right side, and then there's spikes on the left side. And then there's spikes on the right side again. Okay, well. Well, that's going to be it for the first episode of Free the Game. That is, and then there were none. A very interesting atmospheric platformer that gets difficult fairly quickly. Do check it out if you get the chance. It is free to download off of moddb.com. Link to download the game will be in the description of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys are interested in seeing more of this series. Until next time, I'm MegapieMan, and I'll talk to you guys later.